Namaste all. Namaste all.
Namaste, Guru Priya. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaskar.
I'm also recording this video, Ji.
Please.
Namaste all.
Namaste, Guru Priya. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaskar.
I'm also recording this video, Ji. Just taking a moment to check the live stream. We'll begin this program with an invocation. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Yoga Vidya Ganapataye Namaha. Om Te Namaha. Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahavidyam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavati Tamastu Mavit Vishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Pritim Bhakta Janasya Yo Janayate, Vignam Vinignan Smritaha, Tam Vrindaraka Vrindavandita Padam, Natva Matangananam. Patim Sadganitasya Vachmi Chatura Priti Pradam Prasputa Sanshiptakshara Komala Malapadaihi Lalitya Lilavati Brahmakushashi Buddha Bhruguravi Kujaguru Kona Bhagana Namaskritya Aryabhatastviganigadati Kusumapure Abhyarchitam Jnanam Ragadi Rogan Satatan Shaktan Asheshakaya Prasatan Asheshan Autsukya Mohan Ratitan Jagana Yopurva Vaidyaya Namostu Tasmai Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. You have been signed out because of another device in Varate. Okay. I think it should be audible to all now, I think. Okay. Oh. I heartily welcome you all to this very momentous occasion where with the guidance and support of the Indian Knowledge Systems Division under the aegis of Ministry of Education, with the support of the Center for Indian Knowledge Systems at IIT Madras, and in collaboration with the DharmaWiki project at IIT Bombay, we at Anaadi Foundation have done this prayatna of making certain open educational resources available for children. And the very objective has been to bring high quality video resources that schools can utilize, parents at homes can utilize to realize the goals of NEP in integrating IKS in their education. As the invocation was Mangala Charanam from the respective domains that are there in the videos, including Bharatiya Ganita, Nakshatra Vidya, Ayurveda, and Yoga. Very, very happy that we have today with us from all these representing organizations, dignitaries. I first bow down again and again. I welcome my Guru, Shriman Adi Narayanan ji. Ji is joining from Kumbh Mela from our Kendra there at Prayagraj Live. I also bow down and welcome Professor Ganti Suryanarayana Murthy ji, the National Coordinator for the Indian Knowledge Systems Division under the Ministry of Education. Professor Ganti Murthy ji has been doing a yeoman service by organizing the rich and diverse traditions of Indian knowledge systems, and by supporting and creating a platform to promote and preserve our culture by working very closely with policymakers, as well as creating this pathway through the government to all educational institutions and also independent knowledge system preservers. And G is an Atma Bandhu to all who would like to preserve and promote our knowledge traditions. So I humbly bow down and welcome to you, G. Very happy to have you here with us. I also welcome Professor Aditya Kolochana ji from IIT Madras. Aditya ji has been also very instrumental in making this project, coming to fore. We have had many discussions and we initiated under professor's guidance, and we have worked very closely with him in realizing this project. Professor Aditya ji himself is also very fervent and ardent promoter of Indian knowledge systems, and his life is an example for that. He would have been otherwise a technocrat or a business juggernaut, I'm sure, but he took this big turn after his IIT-IIM education to come back to Indian knowledge systems, and he has done his PhD in it, and he's one among the topmost researchers that we have in Bharat when it comes to Bharatiya Ganita and astronomy. We welcome you, Ji. Thank you so much for being here with us. We'd begin this program with the first address. I welcome Siddhayogi Shriman Adi Narayan Ji, the guru, co-founding guru at Anaadi Foundation. Shriman, I welcome you to present a few minutes about the vision of this project and why the very vision of how and why we should take IKS to children in our nation and across the globe. Welcome you to address. Sorry, Shriman, you're on mute, Shriman.
Yes. Namaste to everyone from Mahakumbh. And on this auspicious day, which is Republic Day, and from this Punya Kshetra of Prayagraj, where the Mahakumbh is happening from Makara Sankranti to Mahashivratri. We have the Saubhagya of serving people here. So Nityan Annadana for more than 1,000 people happens here. And morning we have 3 a.m. Snan. And we have Homam, Agni, Japa, Dhyana, all praying for the well-being of everybody. And this, all if we look at, this is not new. This is recorded as part of our Puranas, as part of our histories, Itihasa Puranas, where such Mahayajna used to be conducted, where crores of people would come, clear land allocated, clear arrangements made for everybody to have food and for the promotion of dharma and moksha. And this, when young people come here, they don't have a view to understanding this, because this is not part of social sciences. This is not part of what is called history. This is called mythology. While this is a live process that is guided from ancient times. And hence, to have the Bharatiya Drishti, to participate wholeheartedly on the path of co-creating a Bharat which can contribute to the world, the well-being of everybody. We need knowledge of the Indian processes, the Bharatiya Jnana Parampara, and hence the Shraddha in the Rishi Parampara, to awaken it. Appropriate content introduction becomes very important, without which there is no clarity as to what is happening. There is Shraddha in everyone's hearts. So we expect more than 50 crore people to come here. Now, this cannot happen anywhere else in the world. And if you come here, you would see everyone is taken care of. Everyone has food. Everyone has some place. Basic facilities are there. But the spirit of unity, you can see. So much diversity. All sampradayas are represented. And yet, there is the underlying sense of dharma and moksha. From all walks of life, no matter the economic status, everyone is here. Everyone is welcome here. And this is a true path to global harmony, to global peace, and not unscientific. Clearly based on Indian sciences, Indian social sciences, which gives the architecture for diversity and yet living in peace, unity, where you don't find so many crores of people but no depression. Everyone is enthusiastically participating. Everyone is happy. There is pravachanam going on everywhere. All good thoughts of the rishis radiating everywhere. Bhagavata kathas happening. Dhyana happening. And bhajan kirtan happening. All in a spirit of celebration. And this is all part of the social sciences, part of the humanities. And this needs to spread in the world, where people can gather together and there is absolute harmony and peace. And everyone gains. And the best part is that there is no anger. There is no, criticizing, or there is no pulling each other down. None of that, which most people look at as important values which have to be part of education. But the Bharatiya Jnana, Bharatiya Drishti, the Rishi Parampara imbibes these values as part of the educational process, as part of the sciences, as part of the scientific process. And this is holistic science, where people learn to live healthy, learn to live happily, learn to coexist together harmoniously, and co-create, participate in co-creating a better world. So this day, let us commit to promoting IKS. As part of this understanding, we felt that it's very, very important for children to have Shraddha in the Rishi Parampara, which is truly important for the world and for Bharatiyas to progress. So this is a very, very happy occasion that this is a dream come true for me. And I definitely thank, with all humility, Professor Gantimurthy ji. And, you will see that's where visionary leadership, humility, knowledge, and yet a sense of harmonious encouragement, encouraging everyone to participate in this Bharatiya Drishti. Such is his leadership, which has encouraged everyone to participate. I've always seen him cheerful with a smile. And that is very, very encouraging. And definitely, I personally thank Professor Aditya and Professor Kamakoti of IIT Madras, without whose encouragement this would not have come to fruition. You will see all of us harmoniously working together. This vision definitely will be available for the future generations. That is my confidence and prayer from the Mahakumbh Kshetra in Prayagraj, that let all the Devatas and the Rishis converged here. May them all bless this effort of spreading the Indian knowledge systems to all children, so that everyone lives with health, happiness, and prosperity serving Dharma.
Many thanks, Shriman. To give a small brief overview about this initiative and quickly go into launching the video, let me present a very small note on this particular initiative. The objective has been to create a few open educational resources, mainly in the domains of Bharatiya Ganita, Ayurveda, Yoga, and Nakshatra Vidya, for children aged 12 and above. And to give them a primer, very recently I got to address more than 2000 children in a gathering, and many could not name Indian astronomers, Indian mathematicians, and so on. Very well meaning children, very sincere in their education. So we thought that the scientific heritage presented in a scientific manner is very important, and for children to become aware of the contributors to many of the seed ideas that we understand today in our educational system is very important. And that's how we focused on creating these content. We have looked at also providing this as a positioning this as a supplementary learning resource to realize certain NEP goals beyond the just the core curricular goals alone, to pick the interest of children in IKS, to engage in various hands-on activities and projects and so on. The core pedagogy involves every video would have certain source verses, an explanation, some blended with stories, some hands-on exercises, and methods to practice and so on. And the content that we are launching now, and we hope this is the phase 1, where we have 40 videos which covers 25 plus hours of content. And the main idea, as I was saying, is that our textbooks introduce amply about Pythagoras, Aristotle, Euclid, Archimedes, Ptolemy, Newton, name all these scientists. However, to also help children equally get acquainted to Indian stalwarts, be it the Vedic seers, be it Patanjali Maharishi, Vyasa Maharishi, Panini, Pingala, Kapila, Sushruta, Aryabhatta, Vagbhatta, Bhaskaracharya, and many more. This set of videos help children awaken to some among their contributions, and going through these library, children would inherit a very rich a love for the rich tradition that we have had, and a reverence that we have always had for dharma sapeksha vijnana, which is not dharma nirapeksha in its nature. And it will also, as we step forward, in our future missions, with the first manned mission to moon, and various other aspects in which we are contributing to humanity, drawing from inspiration from our traditional wisdom, would certainly create the drive and unending source of inspiration for young children. And the video library here aligns well. The national education policy very specifically says that we need to introduce videos to children, introduce them to documentaries and videos that offer content, high quality content, and true to the source text. So Ayurveda, we have 9 videos. We will have an introduction, and then the entire Padartha Vijnana, the foundational, worldview that helps drive Ayurveda and help you understand it. Then we'll be looking at doshas, the 3 doshas, and how, food, the Shad Rasas and the 6 tastes, govern how our Tridoshic balance is there in the body. We'll be looking at insights on food, on how Indian food has been designed and what's the science behind it, and how we must approach nutrition and food from an Ayurvedic lens. We also look at how the body is built robustly through the Sapta Dhatu lecture. We look at Dinacharya, some among the best practices that the Ayurvedic texts prescribe for a very healthy and hale life. Then we are also looking at the seasonal best practices, Ritucharya. Then we look at Roga, the diseases that, the way to diagnose diseases and the classification of diseases, and how diseases are looked at dis-ease and how to bring it back to ease. Similarly, in Bharatiya Ganita, we have introduction. We have the introduction to Indian place value systems. Then we delve into how the Katapayadi, Aryabhatan, and the Bhuta Sankhya number systems help encode these numbers in various poetic formulations. Similarly, Vedic geometry with activities that children can do. Then, how the areas of various polygons have been presented in beautiful poetic verses and the upapattis for them, the geometric demonstrations for them in various bhashyas. Then we also look at algebraic identities, the a plus b the whole square, and other such things that we learn in a regular curriculum, but how it has been presented in the Indian tradition and what kind of geometric demonstrations for algebraic identities have been there. We then will be learning squaring, square root techniques in the Indian methods. We'll be looking at magic squares in multiple parts, then cubes, finding cubes very quickly and cube roots, all these in a traditional way, and also the math and poetry in chandas and some pratyayas and simple activities that children can do. Similarly, in Nakshatra Vidya, we will be giving a broad introduction to the entire knowledge tradition. We will be looking at how the rotation of the earth was perceived and how it was understood through inference. And we will be looking at how the revolution of the earth can also be inferred by looking at the sky and what are its seasonal effects and what are the effects that we see when we observe the sky. Similarly, the framework of reference that has been designed to locate celestial objects and trace them, which is Khagola and Rashi Chakra, helps us understand that. Then Ayana Chalana talks about this rich, huge tradition for having discerned that such a phenomena is even happening, that the precession of the equinoxes happen can only be discerned by a very long standing tradition. And we look at how that affects the calendrical systems. Then we also have a broad introduction to the calendrical system where we contrast both the arithmetic and the astronomical calendar. And we go into understanding the components of the Panchanga, Vara, Tithi, Yoga, Karana, and Nakshatra. These all are there. Then we also have 5 videos on yoga where we look at introduction to the entire yogic system in a scientific lens. We look at Ashtanga Yoga and the merits of this particular classification and how children can relate to it in their lives. Then we look at yoga and the body, how the yogic worldview looks at the body and how that worldview in itself is very eye-opening and enriching. Similarly, yoga and the mind, on how some of the cutting-edge neuroscience and yogic research are emerging in many of these dimensions. Similarly, in yoga and cognition, these are wonderful videos that children can benefit from and understand yoga in a multi-dimensional way. And there is a concluding overview of the IKS. So all these have been brought forth by various acharyas at Anaadi Foundation. So I thank them here, Selvi Bhargavi ji, Srimati Varalakshmi ji, Srimati Titiksha ji. All of them have come together to present our videos, and various volunteers have worked. The NPTEL team in IIT Madras have worked in producing many of these videos. We believe that for children, this would help them understand their scientific heritage and also gain relevant knowledge even now that empowers them. Many of these understanding is relevant even now in making their knowledge whole about various concepts and helps instilling values and understanding our own Bharat's identity. So now I welcome Professor Aditya ji to give a few introductory remarks, and we'll go into the clicking and opening ceremony and remarks by Professor Gantimurthy ji.
Namaste. Thank you, Gurupriya ji. Firstly, let me congratulate yourself and the Anaadi Foundation for carrying out a fantastic job of recording these videos. I think this will be very beneficial, as even Shrimanji Adinaranji pointed out, to disperse and disseminate some of the gems of the Indian knowledge systems to the wider public, children and adults alike. And happy to have supported this effort. And I hope that this is only the first salvo, and there are many more videos and many more disciplines which will be covered in the future. We are always there to support such good efforts. The Center for Indian Knowledge Systems is privileged to be associated with this effort. And all the best. Let me not further delay the launch of the videos. Thank you very much.
Many thanks, Ji. Many thanks for your kind words. Your support has meant a lot, and your guidance and your active presence throughout the process played a very crucial role in this. Now, I welcome Professor Ganti Murthy ji to kindly address and also to kindly launch the website for all of us.
Yeah. Namaste. Thank you so much, Guru Priya ji. Namaste to everyone. Humble pranams to everyone. And I think I'll share my screen right now, and then let's get the Shubhasya Sigram, as they say. So we'll start by launching. I hope you're all able to see my screen there.
Yes, Ji, we are.
Yes. Okay. With humble pranams to all the Vidvat Janas here, and then with my Sashtanga pranams to Bhagavan, Parvati Parameshwara, and to all our great Rishis. May this be the, as Aditya ji said, may this be the first salvo to basically reclaim our Bharatiyata and Bharatiya, and let this be the, not just be the, for the Bija Rakshanam, but also the Vruddhi and Pravruddhi of our Bharatiya Jnana Parampara, for which we are indebted to all our Rishi Paramparas. With that, Hari Om, Gurubhyo Namaha. So with that, we have, I think we'll launch this Indian Knowledge Systems Primer. This kind of a video repository, I'm so happy to see this, because a lot of the learning, as our Nilakanta Somayaji, I think there's a Nilakanta's commentary, not Nilakanta Somayaji, Nilakanta's commentary on Mahabharata says, Acharyat Padamadatte, Padam Shishya Somedhaya, Padam Sabrahmacharibhyah, Padam Kala Kramenacha. What can be taught in the classroom is only 1/4 of the knowledge. There is 3/4 of the knowledge that is acquired from peers, others, listening to others, experiential learning, and also putting the self-effort. And then as the times have progressed, the means of education and the methods in which we deliver the information has also changed, have been changing. And then this is where I think we can use the technologies to the best of our abilities, because earlier we have basically the Shruti Parampara, that's essentially a Shravana Parampara, and then from that Shruti Parampara comes. And what had happened because of the texts and all was that was kind of getting sidelined. But again, with the advent of the technology, now I can suddenly, any student can directly hear a guru talk and then see the gurus there on the videos at least. And I think with that kind of a thing, I think we are going back to our Rishi Paramparas and direct connect with the gurus, so that children also know that this knowledge is not disconnected from humans. It is actually the sacred Guru Parampara that keeps this knowledge systems alive. That will also inspire them to take it forward. So I was so happy. Therefore, I want to just say that these videos that you have created, in all the school education systems, we are going to push this, because every week all the children are supposed to view some videos in the classrooms. So we are going to say that let them watch these things, so that in addition to the textbooks that are being changed, these are also the additional inputs that the students will get. And instead of watching some other videos and things like that, they will actually watch our Indian knowledge systems primers, and then get educated and be much more aware of what kind of a knowledge parampara we have, and then kind of get into this in a much bigger way. And I'm also very happy to let you know one more thing today. As soon as I saw your videos, your Anaadi team, I was so inspired by this. So without your permission, I did one thing. I basically talked to one of the largest science Olympiads in the country, with Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. Every year they have 1.5 lakh students who take basically the science Olympiad from classes 6 to 11. So I proposed to them that they should use this, and 40% of their curriculum is essentially Indian knowledge systems, and then 60% is about the regular CBSE syllabus. And then they conduct hands-on activities, all kinds of things for evaluation of these 1.5 lakh students every year. So I proposed to them that these videos should be used as a course material for conducting that science Olympiad from next year. So with your, I mean, I took that liberty to take this forward. And but again, I think let us take this even more and more, and we should be creating more such videos, and then let's take it to everybody, because all the children, and I think looking at the quality of the videos, it's not only for the children, it's also for the adults. and as Sahurdayas who have, for various reasons, may not be connected with our paramparas or whatever be the reasons. They will also benefit immensely from these videos. And I would like to express my gratitude and thankfulness to all of the team at Anaadi, and again, my deep appreciation and thanks to the Center for the Indian Knowledge Systems led by Aditya Garu at IIT Madras, and also the DharmaWiki project. I know all of you have collaborated, and especially Aditya Garu, you have made sure that that NPTEL facilities, recording facilities are available, high quality video recording facilities are available to the Anaadi team, and all the teachers who have actually taught these videos. My Sashtanga pranams to all of you. And Adnananji and Smriti ji, you are really the Parvati Parmeshwaras who are leading this. Will work with you all, and it was so blissful to hear in the background as you were talking the pravachanas and then the kirtans going on from the Kumbh Mela. I think it's really symbolic of this thing today. You are there in Prayagraj, I'm here in Indore and in the Ujjaini Kshetra, and then Guru Priya is there in Palani, and then Aditya Garu is in Chennai, essentially covering the entire Bharat. I think this is, if this is not the blessing, what else is? This is really the blessing of our rishis. With those words, let us work together, and there is much more to be achieved. So let us strive together, and may the Bharat be glorious. Namaste.
Let me also thank Professor very profusely, and go help all of us, go through the site a bit. And here we see in the site, you will see an introductory video. We'll, for the purposes of launch, let us together watch this course trailer together and then go through the site.
Namaste. Welcome to Indian Knowledge Systems Primer Course for Children offered by Anaadi Foundation. Means life. Veda means knowledge. The quest for pi dates back in the Indian mathematical tradition all the way to the Vedic era. The quest
Pima to Amavasya. This is called Krishna Paksha, where you again experience a new.
earned one of Narayana Pandita's techniques for the Vishama squares, created or constructed using several mathematical forms. If the Tithi gets to touch 3 different days, it's called as 3 Dina Sprik. It is indeed the decimal place value system developed in the Indian civilization that has been adopted by all. Moreover, where the doshic imbalance is because of internal factors. Ekam, Dasha, Shatam, Sahasram, Ayutam, Ayutam. In this session, we will be looking at Muga. Pati has given names of place values for even 1 followed by 17 zeros.
And so with the blend of all these sections, we also have this additional feature, having worked closely with also the DharmaWiki team. For instance, if you have a video, you can read more by clicking and then going on to DharmaWiki and then learning more about this particular concept and how all it has been presented. What's the etymology? What are the various sources and so on. That way there is a read more option as well with every video. You can see the links after the video. More links are also going to be added over time. And you can browse through all this. You can help children, watch it along with children, present at various schools. We are also rolling out various initiatives where various schools are going to integrate this as part of their co-curricular activities. At homes, you're all welcome to utilize these resources as well. And as Professor was also sharing, even in this year, Professor, we are happy to share that there is, I welcome all of you here to also visit anaadi.org/Olympiad. So the two websites are anaadi.org/IKS Primer and anaadi.org/Olympiad. Happening this February 9, there is ample time for you to register. There's a small, PDF that you can start accustoming yourself to, introducing our children to Indian knowledge system and participate in this Olympiad as well. Please do spread the word about anaadi.org/IKS Primer. Now, this will also get embedded in various places in the coming days and various other platforms with all the partner organizations here as well. We hope to keep doing more and also bring various aspects of the Indian knowledge systems to you all. As a concluding note, I would like to share my gratitude to all who have participated today in this event. There are many Kendras who have come right now, Anaadi Kendras across the Bharat, where there are IKS sessions happening. They have come online. Various Gurukulas have joined today. Various teachers, various schools, and various IKS enthusiasts have all joined today. Very, very thankful. We all have to play a very significant role to come together and take Indian knowledge systems forward. It is by introducing this to our children in our school days, we create a Trishna in them such that they can become a Professor Aditya or a Professor Gantimurthy ji tomorrow, because all IITs now, be it IIT Indore, IIT Madras, they all have IKS centers. And from a young age, when children study many of this, it will create a Purushartha, Chatur Purushartha aspirations along IKS. Thank you all for joining. Please do help spread the word. I again and again, I bow down to Professor Gantimurthy ji and Professor Aditya ji for enabling this. I must profusely thank also the DharmaWiki team from IIT Bombay, who are all instrumental. And as Shriman was mentioning, Professor Kamakodi ji was the one who said we must do this when we all began together. He said, let's start producing videos. And he kept on saying 40 must become 80, 80 must become 160, and he wanted an exponential growth when we started the meeting in itself. I hope all those words come true. I hope all the blessings of all the Devatas, all the Guru Parampara, and the people who still keep this knowledge traditions alive, bless us all in this endeavor. I again bow down to all of you here. Thank you all for joining this event. And I hope you would benefit from this website and spread the word to all. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Namaste. We'll close with an invocation. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you all. Dhanyavada. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. And many thanks to all the profusely wonderful messages that are flooding in the chat, the personal messages that are sent. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Really great work, Priya ji. I mean, this is good, and I think we'll take it really forward.
Yes,
And
yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
really so happy to see all of these things. Namaste.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll be happy to support further videos, Guru Priya ji. If you're in, let's talk again.
Yeah, certainly.
Let's talk separately.